Leafs Nation. If you're one of those fans who gets excited about every rumor, every move, and doesn't miss a single piece of news about our beloved Maple Leafs, then hold on tight because this latest bombshell promises to shake up our off-season summer even more. A hot new report just dropped that could signal the next big move from Brad Treliving and company. And look, this isn't just any rumor. We're talking about a potential move involving a very familiar name for those who closely follow the world of the NHL. Before I tell you all the details, you know the drill, right? If you're part of our blue and white family and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's time to change that. Click there, turn on notifications, because here you won't miss anything about the Leafs. Now let's get to the point. Insider Chris Johnston brought an update that's leaving a lot of people scratching their heads. According to him, the Leafs' plan isn't finalized yet. Don't think that the roster we have today will be the same at training camp. Something big is cooking, my friends, and it could very well extend until the end of July or even August. And who's on the radar? A name that's starting to gain traction behind the scenes, Evan Rodrigues from the Florida Panthers. With the Panthers stuck at the cap limit, some important piece will need to be sacrificed. And everything indicates that Rodrigues could be that name. Now think about it with me. A guy who just won the Stanley Cup, who can play in a top six, who delivers points and playoff experience for just a $3 million cap hit. Wouldn't that be a great find for the Leafs? Of course, there's still a lot to unfold. Toronto needs to sort out some situations first, like the possible departures of players like K.A. Jarnkrok or David Kampf, who currently don't have a very clear role in the lineup for the next season. Only after that could we see something concrete regarding Rodrigues or another big reinforcement. And I know many of you must be wondering, but why would the Panthers trade with a division rival? The answer is simple. They don't have much choice. They need to clear salary cap space, and if the Leafs can negotiate without giving up key pieces or absorbing heavy contracts, this could be the smart move of the summer. Now, let's be honest. Is Evan Rodrigues a blockbuster name? Not exactly. He doesn't single-handedly change the team's level. But he could be a valuable complementary piece, especially if he comes along with another major acquisition. A safe plan B, in case the bigger attempts don't materialize. In the end, what matters is that Brad Treliving is far from satisfied. He knows that for this team to finally break through the playoff barrier, it takes more than promises. It takes depth, experience, and players who deliver when the pressure rises. So, Leafs Nation, what do you think? Would Rodrigues be a good fit in our top six? Who do you think should be involved in a potential trade? Comment below. I want to hear your opinions. And speaking of possibilities, let's not forget that the market is still hot. The Leafs have already made some solid moves so far, but if you know Brad Treliving, you know this, he's not here to play around. He's here to build a team capable of going beyond recent disappointments, a team that finally turns talent into achievements. That's why I don't rule out other surprises. The name Evan Rodrigues could be just the tip of the iceberg. The Leafs have also been exploring other forwards, and there is indeed a chance we could see trades involving young players like Nick Robertson or even a draft pick. But in my view as a fan, the ideal would be to keep the young core intact and look for pieces that complement without compromising the future. Now, let's be realistic. Any move needs to be strategic. It doesn't make sense to deplete the little young capital and picks we still have for a player who, although talented, is not a true game changer. That's why I believe that if this negotiation moves forward, it will be based on patience, waiting for the right moment, and, most importantly, the right price. And there's more. We can't forget the impact that a name like Rodrigues could have playing alongside guys like William Nylander or John Tavares. It boosts offensive production, gives Sheldon Keefe more options to mix up the lines, and above all, brings in a guy who knows what it's like to win the playoffs. And let's be honest, that's exactly what we need the most. The Leafs have a recent history of solid regular season campaigns, but when it comes to crunch time, the story has always been the same. And that's why every detail matters. Every signing could be the decisive factor to turn that page. So, Leafs Nation, stay tuned. The next few weeks promise to be busy. Reinforcements could come, trades could happen, and of course, the discussions among the fans will keep heating up as they should. If you want to follow every step, every rumor, every analysis, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and come be part of this passionate family that only wants one thing, to see the Maple Leafs lift that trophy that has eluded us for so long. Comment below. Who would you like to see wearing the blue and white? And which player do you think should be traded to make room? I really want to know what you think. And look, guys, one thing I can guarantee you, this is exactly the kind of move that separates teams that stay in the almost category from those that truly fight for the top. It's no use having a star-studded roster if there's no depth and, most importantly, if there's no type of player who shows up when the pressure explodes in the playoffs. Evan Rodriguez may not be the flashiest name on the market, but he carries something the Leafs still need, a winning mentality and delivery in decisive moments. He just lifted the Stanley Cup. He knows the way. He knows what it takes to get through the toughest battles on the ice. And players like that can be exactly the missing ingredient for this roster to find its true identity. But of course, as every good Leafs fan has learned, caution is necessary. We've seen many times negotiations that seem certain fall apart out of nowhere. The financial issue matters, cap space is tight, and negotiations with division rivals are always a chess game. And that's where the importance of the fans comes in too. Yes, because right now, while the behind the scenes is heating up, it's us, the true Leafs Nation, who keep this flame alive. We're the ones who demand, who support, who get excited with every rumor and every step this team takes towards something bigger. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Rodriguez would be a good fit? Do you believe the Leafs need an even bigger name? Or maybe the secret lies precisely in building a more balanced roster without compromising the future? Write your thoughts in the comments because I always make a point of reading every single opinion you share. And don't forget, if you've made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Be part of our family, turn on the bell, because in the coming days the action promises to heat up even more, and I'll be here with you to cover every detail, every update, every victory, and who knows, every dream that turns into reality. The race for the Stanley Cup never stops. And neither do we. Go Leafs, go. And if there's one thing recent history has taught us, Leafs Nation, it's that great achievements don't come overnight. They are built on the ice, behind the scenes, with patience and, most importantly, with the courage to make the right choices at the right time. That's why I truly believe Brad Treliving won't settle for less. He knows that the time for empty promises is over. The fans deserve more. This roster deserves more. And if it's necessary to move pieces, whether by bringing in Evan Rodriguez or betting on another more ambitious name, he will do whatever it takes to give this team a new face. But above all, what we want to see, and I'm sure you on the other side feel the same, is a team that fights with heart, with grit, with a desire to go beyond the frustration that so many years of early playoff exits have brought us. Enough of being a playoff joke. Enough of falling in the early rounds. Enough of seeing teams no one bet on going further than the Leafs. The time to change this story is now. And every choice made in the coming weeks could be the turning point we've been waiting for. That's why I say it again. Don't look away. If you want to stay on top of every update, every rumor, every move from our Leafs, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and come be part of this community that never abandons the team. And take the chance to leave it in the comments. What would be your dream move for this roster? Who would you trade? Who would you bet on? Or do you think the secret lies in developing those already here? The voice of the fans matters. And here your opinion has space. So comment, share, and spread this blue and white passion everywhere. The season is coming, and I feel like something special is on the way. Go Leafs, go.